Welcome to Worship at Home with Northampton Methodist Circuit. My name's Jenny Brooks and I'm a local preacher in training, and today the lectionary gives us the Sunday before Lent, and the theme is about transfiguration. I'd like us to listen to a meditation written by an author called Nick Fawcett. It's written from the perspective of the disciples. It's written in the first person, as if we were there. What happened that day up on the mountain? I'm still not sure, even now. Maybe it was the altitude addling the brain, or perhaps the light playing tricks. But one moment we seemed to be looking at Jesus, and the next it was as if God himself, his face radiant, his clothes dazzling white, his whole being bathed in light, too bright to behold. And that's not all, for there beside him stood Moses and Elijah, epitomising the law and the prophets, as though everything that had gone before, our life, our faith, our history, had been leading up to this moment, finding fulfilment in this man standing before us. We didn't grasp all that at first, of course. In fact, we didn't grasp much, just stood there, gawping, awestruck, until I blurted out some nonsense about building shelters for them all. But we realised afterwards we'd been given a glimpse of glory, a sign that this man we loved and followed was more special than we'd even begun to imagine. Too special for words. We wanted to stay there forever, to keep hold of that mountaintop experience. But life's not like that. Like faith, it must be lived out in the daily routine, in this world of ups and downs, highs and lows. And believe me, we were to have plenty of those. But whatever trials we were to face, the depths of despair, suffering, and human evil, there was no way that those could have the final word. We'd seen the light that day, literally, and it would never be extinguished. The lectionary gives us the story of Transfiguration, a time to think about Jesus as God, not just the baby incarnate, not just the child who the wise men came and brought gifts for, not just the young man who went to Jerusalem and had a discussion with the teachers in the temple, not just the man who was baptised by John, but the whole view of Jesus as the incarnation of God, the fulfilment of prophecy from Moses through Elijah to us, learning about this again, helping us to understand that this is God with us. It's quite a big idea to understand, and most of us don't understand fully what this is about. But sometimes images and different ideas, like the reflection I read earlier, help us to begin to make sense of some of this. So I'd like us to now look at an abstract painting by an American painter called Armando Alemdar. It's called Transfiguration, and it has this sense of movement of light from the bottom of the picture going up towards the top. And it starts dark with some blues and browns, and it becomes lighter, it becomes yellow, and eventually white. And I think it's quite significant that there are three main points of light: Jesus, Moses and Elijah, and God is the point where they all come together. It's difficult sometimes with abstract pictures to always understand what the painter wants you to know, and maybe they don't have an agenda about what they want you to know. Maybe it's just this is an idea that came to them. But the whole picture feels to me like light and movement are shifting and moving and coming together. Like the disciples in the story Mark tells us of the Transfiguration, we can feel puzzled by all of this. And as we move forward into Lent, I would like to ask you to reflect on your understanding of Jesus as God and what that means for you in your daily life. Amen.